Hey guys, it's Analise.
And hey guys, it's Spencer.
And welcome back to the Sanders Podcast.
Today we will be talking about inequality.
I personally believe that gender inequality is a huge issue, especially in other countries.
Well, I think differently, Annalise. I think child inequality is a bigger issue because some adults think that children are stupid and they cannot think on their own.
Maybe the reason parents think that is because many children, especially girls, do not end up getting an education in many countries.
Actually, according to Forbes.com, the U.S. average of girls that graduate is 56.38, while the percentage of boys that graduate is 43.62.
That may be true for Americans, but according to Makers.com, 62 million girls are denied an education all around the world.
That might be true, but I think children inequality is more important.
Well, let's compare and contrast then, Spencer.
Well, first of all, children are put on extreme punishments for doing nothing wrong.
Could you explain that? What type of punishments? Because I think that not being able to go to school just because you are a girl is a huge punishment, and it affects over 50 million people worldwide.
I don't think that is a punishment. It is more of an affordable thing. And for example, if a 4-year-old was jumping on a bed and his dad saw him jumping on the bed, his dad could put him on punishment for a year or even more time.
Well, that is also the child's fault. Children in other countries don't get to decide about how they are treated. That is why gender inequality is a bigger issue.
Annalise, how can a 4-year-old child not know how to jump on the bed when he was never told?
Okay, that is a really good point. But say it was a 13-year-old. They do understand right from wrong. 12-year-old girls in other countries don't get to make their own choices. It is forced on them. According to Makers.com, in Saudi Arabia, women aren't allowed to drive and are discouraged from working jobs that would put them in interaction with men. That is so unfair because men would have the opportunity to work whatever job they want, with or without women involved. Even with women in America, who have the freedom to work any job, even with men, there is still gender inequality. Women with full-time jobs only earn about 77% of a male counterpart's earnings. After you do that, we should start walking down.
Before we continue, we are going to cut to a quick commercial. Stay tuned. Would you like to be a star in the upcoming movie Fish Dado? Then come on down to the Honda Civic store for auditions, and we'll even give you a special deal on any car of your choice.
And we're back from that commercial break, and now continuing on. While you guys were gone on that commercial break, me and Spencer came up with a compromise.
So basically, since both of these topics are under inequality, we decided to donate $500,000 to both of these causes. We have been given $1 million from our broadcasting company to give it to people who need it the most. So first, I'm going to give $250,000 to child poverty. First, some of it will go to the mothers with children that need to buy a house or food. And then it'll go to the fathers with children that need a house or food. And then I will give the other $250 to children who are being abused by their parents. And that's my $500,000, so here's Annalise's $500,000.
Okay, what great causes to support, Spencer. So I will be supporting education for women in countries that can't afford it. On average, the annual cost of educating a high school student in the United States is about $7,750. In Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania combined, the average cost per year is about $650. Thus, 12 girls can go to school in East Africa for the price of one student in the U.S. So I would use some of my $1 million to send 180 girls in East Africa to high school for education. That would cost $116,250. I would also use some of it to buy a year of college, including room and board for 34 women. For one person, this costs $3,000. So for 34, it would cost $102,000. With my remaining $281,750, I will create an all-women's university in Uganda where they will be educated, and it will be run by women for women. They will learn everything that they need to know about any job they desire. It will also double as a place for women empowerment.
Thank you for watching, and hopefully you tune in next time. Thank you, and goodbye.